Hello everyone, my name is Chris. The point of this message isn't really to teach you about how to use certain words, but it's simply to explain about the way that native speakers, such as myself, often overuse, that's use too much, two particular words. These words are just and so. Now, people will use them too much in particular contexts. One of them is instead of the non-verbal sound for example, we will often use or say if we cannot think of what we want to say. I often do it, and many other people do too. And we tend to substitute with these words at times. It sounds a bit strange, but it's something for you to listen to and be aware of if you hear native speakers doing it. If we're talking about just, then some other ways it's overused is to downplay things. When someone is speaking, they might be nervous or lacking confidence. One of the best examples is to do with the expression of opinion. I just think that, and then you give your opinion. This isn't a good idea because it can downplay things. It can make the sentence seem less important. In this case, your opinion. And you will often hear just used in a variety of other things as well. People tend to say it all the time. They get a bit carried away. I used to in the past. I tried to stop it a bit recently. Then if we're talking about so as well, people use it in a completely redundant sense at the beginning of a new sentence or paragraph, if you like, when they're speaking. It might even be when they start to speak. And I mentioned before about the non-verbal sound instead of saying and then begin, they will say so. It's a way of giving a bit of time for them to form their thoughts, which is all right, but you will hear some people saying it all the time before a lot of sentences, or sometimes most of them, in fact. These two words, just and so, there's no problem with using them, of course, but I wanted to explain to you that when you're listening to native speakers, you might hear some people saying them an awful lot of the time, and it's not necessarily a good idea. Everything in moderation, as we say. So, I just wanted to make this lesson so that you could just understand the overuse of just and so. That was an example sentence there. You can hear me using the words too many times. Anyway, I hope that this was useful. Nothing to worry about, and please don't try to copy this, as I said. However, when you're listening to native speakers, it might help you understand what's going on when they're using these words. But it shouldn't, it's not a big problem. It shouldn't impact on the meaning of the sentence or your understanding, of course. This was a lesson by me, Chris, for Learn British English Free on YouTube and the British English page on Facebook. We also have a group on Facebook, the English Language Group, a Google Plus page, a Tumblr site, Twitter, and the main website, www.learnbritishenglish.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.